Hey everybody, Ed here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and we've got Jefi from,
San Diego, California.
and we are doing a 10-minute takedown today on pre-list renovations, how to renovate, what to spend money on, really important topic. Going to give our
Yes.
spin on that. And we're going to lead off with a quick story. I received a call from a very good client. They're going to be bringing their house on the market fourth quarter, and they've done some of the requisite stuff, but they had a question about their primary bathroom and how far they should go. So I zipped on over there, and I think they were kind of surprised because I said, I wouldn't do what you're thinking. I don't think that's
Yeah.
a good use of money. So I'm really glad they called. They could have
Mm-hmm.
spent a lot of money to not get the net of what they needed to do, which kind of kicked off our thoughts on this episode.
Yeah.
So, Jefi, you've got some thoughts on this. Why don't you dig in and we'll have this 10-minute takedown.
All right. So, um, in alignment with what Ed was just saying, when you're getting ready to have a client list their home, or if you're a consumer and you're getting ready to list your home, um, the biggest bang for your buck is paint. End of story. Because the second your house smells good, and every house has a little bit of an odor just because that's how we are. I mean, with the way we cook, our dogs, our life, whatever, our shoes, Cody's shoes.
My shoes at my house.
but but yeah, a fresh coat of paint goes a really long way. And so does carpet. So those two things are probably the top two things. But when we're looking at the big picture and you walk through a house with your clients, and you and I have designers on staff. So we have people that come in and they choose the color, they'll take care of the carpet color, and they really help kind of just keep things neutral. We always tell our clients, this might not be what you would choose, but this is what is the most in line with what's happening right now in the market. So that's a good thing to think about. The next thing is, what do you see when you first walk up to the house?
Yeah.
Right? Is
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's funny you bring that one up because it's so important. And the way I
Mm-hmm.
describe this to clients, I'll take them out to the front porch
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say, okay, here's what happens on a showing. The potential buyer and seller of your home arrive with an agent like me, and then they're going to bend over and mess around with the lockbox for about 30 seconds. And so, right? And they don't want to look at my butt. They want to look around. And so they're going to look around, and they're
Right.
forming that first impression right here,
Yes.
right now. And so it's really
Yes.
nice to take them out there, and I do that. I do that exercise,
Uh-huh. It's great.
and it makes
See,
it
I've
kind of
never done
funny.
that.
You need to
It
do it.
does make it funny, and it's something you don't think about. Like when I come home, I just type the code into my door, I walk right in and I'm done. But the other day I was standing there, I was like, what is all those cobwebs? What are they doing on my light? Like this needs to get cleaned up. Where you have new buyers coming to your house all the time, that's what they would be looking at. So having your entry clean, and I would say your front door painted or your screen door removed or painted. We have a lot of security doors here. I don't know about you guys, but a lot
Yeah.
of our houses have security doors that really show wear from the sun. So that's something to clean up. A new mat, maybe a fresh pot of flowers. But that 30 seconds that the agent is opening the lockbox does a ton to set the tone for what happens when they walk through the front door.
Right. And I would also say the next most important at that moment is when they open that door, what greets them when they first enter the home.
Yeah. I'm really throwing myself under the bus here, but I have a split level house and dogs. And whenever I walk in the door, my eyeballs go straight to the floor and I can see Ollie's hair rolling
Yeah.
around. And that, I mean, I just did the floor the day before. So it's those little things that do make a huge difference. Um, I showed a million plus listing the other day and there was trash in the front yard,
Mm.
probably by accident, maybe from the trash company and it blew around or whatever. But those little things are so weird because they set the tone. You got to make sure that it's looking good.
Yep.
Um, the smell of the house. Yeah,
Yeah, the
for those
smell of
O
the house.
factor people, we talked about that having the paint and the carpet pays for itself 10 times over.
Yeah, the paint and the carpet and the I think backing up a little bit on this too,
Yeah.
how we live in our homes and
Hmm.
how we present them to sell are two different things. And so that's where
Yes.
that pet odor, we don't even notice that they're part of our family. It's okay,
Hmm.
but we want to be able to do the things to kind of eliminate that. Um,
Exactly. Um, a lot of questions come up just like with your potential seller on kitchens and bathrooms. And kitchens and bathrooms are extremely expensive to do. I mean, 100 grand you could do a kitchen and
yeah,
probably 15 to 20 a bathroom. You're not going to make that back right now. I mean, maybe you will if you have a property that hasn't been touched, but the time, energy, and effort that goes into doing those things is just really the rate of return is very, very, very low.
yep,
However, if you have a leaking faucet or some caulking that's not looking good, or your tub needs to have professional scrub, or those are the places, even if they're older, will elevate and make it look clean and feel good.
right. And so let's talk about kitchens in particular a little bit.
Okay.
I think updating appliances can make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I try to encourage folks for that, but not doing a full kitchen remodel. It's just
Mm-mm.
too expensive. And when we get those calls, what I know Jefi and I both tend to do is say, what's the timeline? What are we looking at? Is this for
Mm-hmm.
immediate resale? That puts us on one decision path. If this is, hey, I know I'm going to be here for at least 3 to 5 more years, then that takes us down a whole different avenue.
Yes, and to piggyback on that, the different avenue is we always want people to live in their home in the way they want to live in it. And if you're going to be there for 3 to 5 years and you want a new bathroom, go for it. But if you're talking about selling, in the next 6 to 12 months, not a good return on your money.
Right. I would agree
Right.
with that. Yep.
Um so also the little things like we talked about leaking faucets, it's $100 fix. You just get a new faucet, make it look good, done. A freshly cleaned home, people that have tile countertops, we live in these houses, we don't even realize that they're not at the level that they should be, and you have a professional cleaner come in. It's like having your car detailed and you're like, wow, my car
Yeah.
was really dirty.
Exactly. Wow.
So it's just elevating those things. This is money, money, money well spent. My designer actually talks a lot about changing out handles hardware
Hmm.
because it'll change something that feels 1950s to current day, even if the cabinet facing is still the same. So
Right.
you have those little things you can do. Door handles, not very expensive, but after years and years and years of opening a door handle, they're thrashed, they don't look good. You could just go ahead and replace the door handles in your house, even if you're not exchanging them for $200 door handles. You're just doing Home Depot. It is different. It feels clean. It feels
Hmm.
nice. That's a great place. And then staging. Like you said, this is not you living in your house. This is us staging the property so that people stop and you spend a minute on the photo before they buy it. So all those things really, really make a difference, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And I think one that we didn't mention there is also light fixtures.
Ooh,
Uh,
yeah.
so a designer that I work with, the way she described it is think of your knobs, light fixtures. It's like jewelry on the home, right? So you can change
Mhm.
those things out and it really
Mhm.
punches it up. And,
Yeah.
and it's relatively inexpensive to do it.
Do you know how many times I've seen fans and they're bent down like this because we use fans so much in California? They're bent like this and there's a layer of dust on the top of
The cake of dust, yeah, it's like, nah,
I'm
that's not a
like,
good
okay,
look.
$125, that's coming down.
Yeah,
You're
not a good look.
definitely going to make that back. Yeah. Anyway, that's wrapping it up, man. That's a good 10-minute takedown on some great stuff that you can lead your clients to do for not a lot of money and a really great amount of return.
Fantastic. Well said, well summarized, if we do say so ourselves. So, so thanks everybody, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one.